So I'm conscious of time, so we might get started and attendees can filter in as we progress. So my name is Laura Egan O'Brien. I'm the Marketing Manager for the College of Engineering and Architecture here in UCD. I'm going to be your host for today's webinar. This is the 8th and last webinar we're having in our Talk Graduate Virtual Event series, and today's one is all about professional diplomas within our School of Electrical Electronic Engineering here in UCD. We are going to be joined by Professor Peter Kennedy, who's the Programme Director for Electronic Design, and also Professor Federico Milano, who's the Programme Director for Power Systems Analysis. We also have Barry Toomey, who's from the Event Centre and can talk us through some of the options available within that setting and maybe taking modules on an individual basis and what that might mean as well. So some housekeeping before we get started. So just to let you know, the session is being recorded. So if you miss anything or would like to share this with maybe colleagues or other people you know would be interested in the content but couldn't actually attend today, the recording will be available on our college YouTube channel early next week. And while our presenters are speaking, I'll pop a link to that in the chat so you can grab it there. But I will send an email to anyone who did register about the recording when it is live as well. Just let you know that if you have any questions for us today, you can type them in using the Q&A button, which is located in the control panel at the bottom of your screen. Type them in as they come to you, and we'll leave it towards the end to answer any questions that we have time for today. And then also just to let you know, anyone who would have registered for today would have received a link to the webinar today from myself, but within that email, you also would have got a link to our event landing page. That page has also user information that you can check out, things like our brochures, so links to information on our programs, links to the UCD Virtual Campus Tour if you haven't had a chance to come to campus or you're not able to at any stage, you can check that out. Also things like our alumni showcase and our academic research impact case studies are also listed there. So again, while our speakers are presenting, I'll put a link to that in the chat also. So without further ado, I think we'll get started. So first up, we have Peter Kennedy, as I said, the Programme Director for Electronic Design, and he's also Head of School for our School of Electrical Electronic Engineering.
Thanks, Laura, and welcome to all the participants. As Laura said, we're talking today about the professional diplomas. Now, the professional diplomas are targeted not at undergraduate students, but mainly at those who are in work. So if you're in work and you need to upskill, and there's an area on our list that you'd like to work with us on, then we'd be more than happy to help you join our programs. So basically, the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering has research specializations in a number of areas, including electronic design, power systems analysis, biomedical signals and systems, and quantum engineering. And on the basis of that expertise, we have some excellent researchers also teaching highly advanced modules in these areas. So if you need to learn about an area for your work or just because you have an interest in it, then the professional diploma is a great way to go forward. Now, I'm Programme Director for Electronic Design, and that's really targeted for people in the IC design industry. All the professional diplomas have 20 credits, meaning 4 5-credit modules. You can take them 2 per trimester and complete it over a year, or 1 per trimester and complete over 2 years if you prefer. So we're very flexible and can match your learning rate. We also have power systems analysis, and my colleague Professor Milano is going to speak about that. 2 newer programs this year, the biomedical signals and systems for those who are in the biomedical, particularly biomedical devices industry, and quantum engineering, which is an emerging area, and we've partnered with both companies and some of the best researchers in that field for that program. So with that, I'll hand back to Laura and she can introduce some of the other programs.
Thank you very much, Peter. I'm just going to, apologies. So thank you very much. A good whistle-stop tour through the programs that we have within the School of Electrical Electronic Engineering at a professional diploma level. So next up we have is Federico Milano, as I said, the Programme Director for Power Systems Analysis.
Hi, thank you, Laura, for organizing this. Also, thanks for the very good introduction, Peter, to the offer that we have in the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. What I'm going to discuss a little bit more in detail is the professional diploma in power system analysis. So I will share a few slides if I can. Let me see. Stop sharing, sorry. Yeah, okay. So yes, this is a very recent professional diploma that was created in 2021, and there was a very strong motivation to create a diploma on power systems, which is the recent interest and worldwide challenges that we are facing against the climate change. And then in particular in Ireland, there was this climate action plan launched in 2019 by the Irish government, but also is a European concern and again, a worldwide concern. So we are targeting, as Peter was saying, people that might be currently employed or are expected to be recruited into the sector of that is dealing with energy and clean energy in particular. And we are targeting in this diploma most relevant aspects of power system analysis, which are security, stability, the resilience, and the integration of renewable, of course. As a program, as Peter was saying, we are a team of lecturers and researchers that are doing specifically research on the integration of renewable resources. So the modus reflects that and reflects the state of art of good practice in the field and research in the field as well. So is a Peter also was saying, is a way to have an added value for anybody interested in working in this area. Just a very quick detail on the credits. So we have 20 credits that are to be picked among 5 modules. That can be chosen between across the spring and the autumn trimesters. I won't go into the details of each model, but I go through the titles at least. So there will be there is a model on power system design that is more about the conventional power systems. Then applications of power electronics. That serves also to introduce all the aspects of the wind generation and renewables resources that are typically connected to the grid to power electronics devices. And then there are modules that are specific on renewable energy. This is talking not only about technical aspects, but also economic and environmental aspects of energy systems. And then very advanced models, the last 2 ones on power system dynamics and control and optimization that provides state-of-art on these topics. So each module is 5 credits and consists of 30 hours. Now it's important, I understand that it's important for students that might be interested in this diploma to be able to attend remotely. So the modules are designed in such a way that it's possible to attend remotely or to access to recordings of the lectures, and then there will be labs, but also the labs are designed in such a way that are flexible and can be done also by people that have some constraints, maybe because of working hours are not compatible with the labs. I leave these names mostly if you want to take a screenshot of this and to get the codes of the models and the coordinators of the models. It might be possible that the coordinator of the model 580 that is on optimization might change, but if you have any question, just write directly to me. I will be happy to answer to your questions. So thank you again, and I think I'm done with my part.
Great, thank you so much, Federico. Really good insights into that particular program, and thank you for sharing the contact details for the module coordinators as well, in case any of attendees are interested in that. So next up we have is Barry Toomey, who is from the Advanced Centre and is going to talk to us a little bit about what that actually is and what they have to offer.
Yeah, just that comes up now. So thanks for the introduction, Laura, and hopefully my presentation is working. Yep. So look, I'm here to give just a quick overview of the Advanced Centre and how we work with the School of Electrical Electronic Engineering to kind of offer something slightly different, but in all the same key areas. The Advanced Centre is a HCI Pillar 3 funded project, and we work with UCD, ATU, formerly IT Sligo, and TU Dublin. And the aim is to offer accredited courses across level 6 to 9, all the way from modules through to the master's programs. The aim is to, I suppose, make sure that the study is as flexible as possible for professional learners, and then also to see if there's any potential offerings for CPD for students and companies. We work with the universities, and we're essentially another, I suppose, access route to the individual modules. So all these modules then are available during the normal intake. So September, January, and depending on the courses, there is some summer availability as well. The Advanced Centre is primarily focused around digital transformation, and that's mainly associated with 11 different theme areas. For today, we're mainly focused on the advanced electronic system design, and we'll also give us a small bit of information on the quantum engineering and computing. So these both have programs then that are delivered with the School of Electronic and Electrical Engineering. So in terms of modular learning, it's trying to figure out then what are the benefits. So you've got your programs, and the individual the programs then are made up of the individual modules. So if you don't want to take up a full program, you can actually just go in and enroll for the module itself. And that then gives you the opportunity to upskill in that area that you're interested in. What this can do then is try and meet, I suppose, emerging skill gaps or skills needs for companies. And it's also an area to kind of support career development for employees within companies, and then also build on the internal training and development that they have going on, and ultimately about trying to retain staff. I suppose for today, the focus around individual learning, taking it maybe this route instead of with a program, is that you can take the courses in a bit more of a flexible way, so you can fit them around your work commitments a little bit more. I think the key thing here is that these courses are delivered by the university. They're university accredited, so that means you've got the university quality assurance. So really it gives you a chance to upskill so you can boost your career progression, or if you're looking to maybe take a step sideways, you reskill then if you're setting yourself up for a career change. And really it's about, I suppose, lifelong learning really is the key message here. And I suppose with digital transformation being one of these massive growth areas, upskilling is something that we all have to do. With the Advanced Centre, what we're trying to promote is this flexible learning pathway. So you're picking up your skills as you need them, you're doing your courses, but as you actually build those courses together, that you can actually start using those credits towards something else. So as Peter and Federico were talking about earlier with the 20 credits for the professional diplomas, they're made up of 4 or 5 credit modules. So if you do the individual modules, you can stack them up into awards. This might be a certificate, a diploma, and if you keep going through the process, you can get all the way up to the master's programs. So really it's trying to make sure that the learnings is as flexible as possible. The delivery modes then are online, blended, and face-to-face, and each module is typically the 12-week semester duration. In terms of the individual modules that Advance are offering and that are up on the Advance websites, these are largely taken then for the 4 different professional diplomas then that are being offered by the School of Electrical and Electronic Engineering. So as you can see, for the power systems analysis, you've got 5 different modules, and you go in and you take 4 of those based on your, I suppose, needs and interest. And with those 20 credits, then you can get your certain diploma. And this then is reflected across the other 4 programs. In particular, with quantum engineering, these subjects then are delivered by computer science, physics, and electrical and electronic engineering as well. So there's a little bit more of a mix, but I suppose there's a bit more flexibility there, depending on whether you want to go down quantum engineering or quantum computation. So you can actually tailor the modules you take based on your area of interest, or maybe something in the middle then that fits your needs. One of the other programs that's being delivered by the school is the biomedical systems. And as you can see then from the range of courses there, you've got the flavoring with the data science, the processing, the image capture, and then obviously the image processing and signal processing. So depending on which flavor you're going with and what areas you want to work towards, you can mix and match your modules then and put them together into your coursework. If you don't want to commit to a program just yet, you can sign up to the individual module, see if this type of learning suits your needs, and then it gives you the option then to use those credits into the program in the future. If you have any questions either about these programs or anything else, please get in touch, info@advancecentre.ie, or have a look on the website for some of our modules. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Barry. Really great insights into kind of what the Advanced Centre has to offer, and maybe the flexibility that potentially professional learners have to take bits and pieces of modules and maybe build them up into something that's worth a bit more, which is great. So that's really all we have for our presentations today. If any of our attendees do have questions, as I said at the start, you can type them in using the Q&A button located in the control panel at the bottom of your screen. And I'm just going to pop up a link, as I promised, to my email address in case anyone has any information that they want after today. They can reach out to me directly, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions via email, or I can also set up a one-to-one call with you, or potentially link you in with relevant people that, depending on what the nature of your query is. As I said, I'm also going to pop up a link to our college YouTube channel in the chat there as well. The recording from this, if you missed anything, or if you want to share it with any of your colleagues potentially who couldn't make it today, the link there is for the YouTube channel, and the recording of this will be up there early next week. And then finally, as I said at the start, I'm going to pop up a link to our event landing page. And again, if anyone hadn't got a chance to check it out before the event today, it's got some useful information just around our college and what the college has to offer, and then the schools and programs within the college, bits of information about those as well. We don't seem to have any open questions, so we might end the webinar there. I want to say a big thank you to our speakers today for joining us. Really great information for our attendees that you've provided with us today. And also then thank you to all our attendees for joining us and making the time to come to hear what we had to say today. So that's all we have for you. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day.